Now, Alfredo Evangelista is in the ring. You see him in the left corner of your screen. There's a close-up shot of him. We've given you his history, and there is his boxing record. We are still waiting for Larry Holmes, and so we'll be back with Holmes hopefully in the ring in a moment. We're back live in the crowd, increasingly restive, but now standing up because Larry Holmes is finally coming down and toward the ring. Unbeaten with 19 knockouts, the man who arrived against Shavers and Norton is preceded into the ring by Richie Giacchetti, his manager of record. Larry Holmes now in the ring, and you see immediately the kind of lateral movement, side to side, the dancing on the toes that he employed so efficiently against Ernie Shavers and against Kenny Norton.
Introducing, in the blue corner, the challenger from Madrid, Spain. He is ranked number 4 in the world by the WBC. He weighs 208 1/4 pounds. Alfredo Evangelista. Fighting out of Easton, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 214 1/2 pounds. The WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Easton assassin, Larry Holmes. 15 rounds of boxing.
Mahfouz, a veteran guy who knows his way around boxing. He'll be in Evangelista's corner, and Giacchetti and Keith Calvin and Johnny Tacco, Jake Holmes, Larry's brother, and Eddie Sutton will all be in Holmes's corner. There is Mahfouz. In the meantime, quickly, let's run down the rules. Fight will be judged on the 10-point must system. No knockdown limit per round. There are 3 judges and 1 referee. The referee has no vote in determining the outcome of the contest, although he has, of course, the right to stop it within the ring. The 3 judges vote. There is a mandatory 8 count with each knockdown to avoid confusion, because there was a time in the state of Nevada where there were standing 8 counts, as in the amateurs. There are no standing 8 counts. And Holmes wants to make a big impression here tonight. So we're underway. Action in the first round. Holmes has that long left. He uses it like a pistol. Doesn't have the strength that used to be lodged in Sonny Liston's. He is not a knockout puncher, or considered to be. But the left keeps getting in there, keeping the opponent at bay, and it's increasingly difficult to penetrate as the rounds pass. Wild swing by Evangelista. See that left? Tremendous reach advantage for Holmes. What you notice about Holmes almost immediately, in the light of his great improvement over the last year, is how purposeful he is, how he seems so sure of what he's doing, knows what he's about. You see him pick off the Evangelista right with his left glove. Quick-handed fighter. First round action. Larry missing with a right as Evangelista tried to pour to the midsection with a left. Evangelista, to do anything in this fight, would have to bull his way inside. We're a minute 45 seconds into the first round. Right there, Evangelista scored, doubling up on the left. First to the belly and then to the face. But Holmes keeps purposefully using that left. Evangelista trying to counter, but not successful.
You also use an awful lot of energy windmilling.
He did score with the left there, though. We're approaching the end of the first round. No damage done, but clearly an easy round for Larry Holmes. His left jab, the principal weapon. At the sound of the bell, now we're into action in round 2. And Evangelista being told in his corner, you've got to get inside. May be easier said than done.
Well, Ernie Shavers couldn't do it, and Kenny Norton couldn't do it.
Norton couldn't do it for 7 rounds. That's Keith Jackson, of course, with me at ringside. He called the Aguayo victory, a 15-round decision over Arturo Leon, a game Mexican lad. And Kenny Norton in 2 minutes and 42 seconds of the 3rd round with a crunching left hook did away with young Randy Shields. Those who thought Norton was on the precipice of losing his vigor and strength because of age were widely surprised tonight. Kenny never looked better. Good right uppercut by Ernie Holmes. Larry Holmes. Ernie Holmes was number 63 of the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's gone. Larry Holmes. Larry Holmes apparently willing to mix it up a little bit here. You saw how Evangelista amateurishly left himself open. A wild swing, a miss, a waste of energy, and then off balance.
That's it, Jen. Keep it in his way. 2.
I think Larry's willingness to go flat-footed and trade with him is a disdain for the challenger.
I do, too. Because Evangelista has never been knocked out. Again, you saw that uppercut. And Evangelista with a fleshy face. If Holmes keeps connecting like that, you'll find that face getting puffy along about the 5th round. Evangelista won the European Championship by knocking out a Frenchman, Lucien Rodriguez, in the 11th round. Evangelista's left caught Holmes on the shoulder. He does not punch with precision, purposefully, as Holmes seeks to do. Coming to the end of the 2nd round, we have had only flashes of action in the 2 rounds. Holmes dominant, the uppercut scoring effectively. Action from the last round. Look at that right uppercut. Evangelista leaves himself wide open for it when he does get inside. The 3rd round just underway. Holmes, a very coachable fighter. And that coachability registered in his improvement over the past 2 years. 3rd round. And he's been well prepared for this fight in terms of using that uppercut at the appropriate time.
Don't wait. Be first. Be first.
He has enough power in it to be an addling sort of a thing, but you see the challenger come whipping in.
Yes, he comes whipping in, but he doesn't score, Keith, because Larry picks off most of the blows with his gloves. Evangelista, if you remember, kept coming at Ali and won a lackluster decision against Evangelista. There's Holmes scoring 3 times in a row with the left. Again, Evangelista must seek to get inside, but when he does, he's wide open for the right uppercut. And Holmes has used that effectively twice. Holmes right there with an excellent right to the left jaw of Evangelista. Larry is not using himself up. He is staying flat-footed. Again, the right uppercut. There's no dancing, no lateral movement from Holmes thus far in this fight. He hasn't found it necessary.
He hasn't needed it.
That's right. You fight Shavers, who can punch, or Norton, who's a quality fighter, you got a different problem and you use different tactics. But here, totally confident. In effect, he's taking batting practice. So we're coming to the end of the 3rd round, won by Larry Holmes. We're back for the start of round 4 in what has been a perfectly dull fight. Totally dominated by Larry Holmes. Now, for the first time, you see the movement I've been looking for. He is dancing on his toes, side to side, and Evangelista dancing with him. Now However, Evangelista doesn't quite do it with the almost liquid grace of Mr. Holmes, who, however big he is, has twinkle toes. Round 4 underway. Don't forget tomorrow. Oh, a good right lead by Larry. Caught Evangelista. Evangelista getting the puffiness that I expected under each eye. Larry trying to move in, work him over, register more punishment. He took 3 rounds to do things one way, and now he's doing him another way. Right now, Larry Holmes, good combination. Scoring virtually at will. You saw that left get in there, and another. And another. Doing just about what he wants with the opponent. This is the 4th round. And so far, it's a wipeout. Holmes has cleanly won every round. Well, we're coming to the end of the 4th round, and a little bit more of this, and I would think we might have done better replaying the Holmes-Norton fight. 4th round. Little action, really. Just the incessant tattooing of Evangelista by Holmes, mostly with the left. We're underway in round 5. Between rounds, Evangelista's corner worked over his right eye. The puffiness that I suggested a couple of rounds ago, already there. The eye beginning to swell, taking the brunt, as you see there, of the Holmes left jab. It's a stinging punch. It's not a light jab.
All night, champ, all night.
You hear the corner of Holmes all night, Larry.
Step in with the right. Step in with the
Somebody in the crowd yelled, "Forget it," and one can't help feeling that way watching this. The referee is having an easy time of it. He's reappeared. Richard Green, the 3rd man in the ring. Holmes, no movement this round. A change of style again. Flat-footed. He will fight patiently if it means going 15 rounds. Evangelista trying to get in, left himself open to the Holmes right. Again, the uppercut. But the crowd is aroused because Evangelista is trying to fight. Go at him, go at him, go at him. Now Evangelista back against the ropes. And you saw him miss with the left. Holmes is very purposeful, methodical. Any questions about Evangelista's physical fitness before the fight should be put to rest here and now. The man certainly appears to be. And in that last wild flurry where he sought to get inside and do damage, he certainly showed vigor and strength, energy. We've got
Not a bad catcher either.
We've got 30 seconds left in the 5th round. Remember, Holmes, though he has 19 KOs, is not per se a knockout puncher. It takes rounds of accumulated punishment rendered unto the opponent for Larry to score a knockout or a TKO. We're coming to the end of the 5th round. The bell for the 6th round. Between rounds this time, they repaired a cut under Evangelista's left eye. Under, not over, so a flow of blood will not be a problem. But that left cheek is all puffed up. And we've already told you the right eye is puffed too. Talked about in the 5th round. See that eye? The left eye? See the redness in the cut under it?
All right, put it in there. Right to the body, champ, right to the
Evangelista swings and misses wildly like that and then tries to barrel in, that's when Holmes inevitably goes to the uppercut. And he has used the uppercut at least 5 times tonight, every time effective.
Get off. Two punches.
Once again in this round, Holmes is fighting flat-footedly. Only in the 4th round did he show the movement that he has shown against Norton and Shavers.
I think, as you said, it'll be an accumulation of punishment that ultimately may stop the fight before it travels the distance.
Right.
I think we might very well be looking at a second successive shutout.
Certainly is a shutout thus far. Larry going to the belly as Evangelista tried to play rope-a-dope. Facsimile of the prior 5 rounds. Evangelista again with the rope-a-dope. That right got the rope. That one missed. 30 seconds left. I think Holmes would like to knock him out to show some folks that he does have a knockout punch. Evangelista putting on thus far and absolutely nothing showing as we approach the end of the round. Action, the start of the 7th round. I use the word action advisedly, measuredly, because Evangelista has given us none of it. Holmes is now on his toes and for the 2nd time in the fight has changed his tactics, showing movement. Holmes has been, as you've seen, scoring simply at will. An evening's workout. I'd like to alert our local stations along the line that at the end of this round, we will take a station break. Eddie Mahfouz in Evangelista's corner is holding his head low and just shaking it. Openly embarrassed by what's been going on. Puffiness grows under each Evangelista eye. Holmes proved his ability to go 15 tough rounds against Norton and 12 against Shavers.
I don't think there's any question but what he has now realized. He can measure the man, and he is really trying hard to put him away. But he...
Well, I think Harry got him right there. That should be the start of something big. Oh, he's out. It's over. Right. Flashing right, and look at Evangelista. So what happened in the 7th round? I don't have the official time yet. Just as we were saying, Holmes wanted to prove that he could hit. It happened at 2 minutes and 14 seconds of the 7th round. And so, Larry Holmes, in a doleful fight based upon the total ineptitude of Evangelista, remains the WBC heavyweight champion. But Larry did what he wanted to do. He knocked the opponent out. Now Holmes measuring the opponent, and he got the right in there, and down went Evangelista, right between the gloves. That was the blow he wanted to get in.
It was a crushing right hand. It appeared that Evangelista had his guard up sufficiently, but the right hand... went at it with such velocity that he went right through it and landed flush on the side of the head. And down the challenger tumbled, and it took some time to get him up, and he is still very groggy. Here's the decision.
First of all, Larry, congratulations, of course. Secondly, you knew exactly what you wanted to do and how you wanted to do it from the very opening bell, right?
Yes, Howard, I did. I knew the guy was strong, and I wanted to take him to the right so I could get the right hand across. And a few times I threw it, the punches land, and I just got the good one in there.
You wanted to prove that you could knock a guy out because you've been so often accused of not having that ability.
Yes, Howard, I've been working very hard on my right.
Look at the monitor there as you just floored him with that crunching right. Look at it again, Larry.
See how I'm taking him to the right, and that's where the right comes from. First time, a few times I threw it, it landed, but it wasn't good. The guy was strong, Howard. See, I wanted to take him to the right so I can use the right.
And that's exactly what you did.
And I used the right hook on him.
You're a tremendously coachable fighter. Your improvement over the past 2 years reflects that. Now, I want to ask you one other thing. Only in 2 rounds, the 4th and the 7th, did you dance the way you did against Shavers and Norton. Why was that?
To offset the guy, Howard, I never go in the fight and fight this man the same way all the way through the fight. Side to side, sticking the jab, hooking with the right hand, and this is what I was doing. Hey, if I fight the same pattern all the time, Howard Cosell, my opponent would easily figure me out, and this is what I'm working on. Not worrying about anybody, what people say about me anymore, Howard. I think I have proved myself. I am the heavyweight champion of the world, and I want Muhammad Ali to come on so we can settle this thing once and for all.
You really want to fight Ali? Previously, you've told me, and we're going to be joined right now by Kenny Norton in just a couple of minutes. Kenny,
I want to be friends with Kenny Norton.